world famous with its rich culture and hundreds of heritage. A package of modernized cities and valued rural vicinities. Economically inclined, technologically advanced and prioritizing health across Japanese communities. Most importantly, a consistent part of top countries on best performing educational institutions worldwide. Undoubtedly, Japan's curriculum is one of Asia's finest. Have you ever wondered how? Specifically in mathematics. Welcome to Station O, on Japan's curriculum. Japan's national curriculum is called National Course Study. It is facilitated by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology labeled as NEXT. They also have a separate council for legal support and guidance on their curriculum, the National Institute for Educational Policy Research NIER. Aside from this, Japan Society of Mathematical Education, JSME, exists as support on educational research on assessment, evaluation and teaching strategies on teaching mathematics. On the other hand, studying years in Japan is 12 years and above. Here's the diagram of their schooling years. The 3 years of entering kindergarten is optional. Primary school lasts for 6 years, followed by 3 years of lower secondary school and another 3 years of upper secondary school. Students are required to attend school for a minimum of 9 years. Roughly 98% of students opt to enter upper secondary school. It may be in senior high school, colleges of technology and specialized training colleges. Each type has its own processes and requirements for admission. Their graduation rate from upper secondary level is 94%. Going back to National Course Study, the curriculum content is divided into 3 categories: compulsory subjects, moral education and special activities. It is regularly revised once every decade, while the years before the decade happened is their time for continuous preparation. Particularly, in mathematics curriculum, the topics are divided into 4 areas: numbers and calculations, quantities and measurements, geometric figures and quantitative and relations. As students reach the lower secondary level, geometric figures is replaced by functions while quantitative and relations will be replaced by data handling. Change is needed to level up the difficulty and encounter higher mathematics world. Here's the table showing the length of classes and number of weekly meetings in a year allotted for mathematics in elementary and lower secondary. The number of class sessions decreases as students move from primary to lower secondary. But, the number of daily class hours increases. That's all for Station O. Did I make you curious and excited on this trip? I hope so. Enjoy the rest of the stations. Have a joyful yet enriching ride.
Touchdown on Station H. How mathematics curriculum changes in Japan. Are you curious? I'm here to feed your curiosity. Here's the 5 phases of change in Japanese mathematics curriculum by Eizo Nagasaki. First phase. Assimilation of mathematics education from Western Europe 1860s to 1930s. 1872. Japan established their first national curricular standards. 1905. Japanese indigenous people used their first textbook, Ordinary Elementary School Arithmetic, in black cover. 1925. Metric system begins to be inserted into mathematics textbooks. 1931. National Course Study revised for junior high school mathematics. The second phase has the major feature of mathematics curriculum, which is learning by unit method. Curriculum consists of mathematics concepts and methods for understanding and finding mathematical solutions to social problems and problems concerning everyday issues. Phase 2. Formation of Japan's own mathematics education, 1930s to 1940s. In 1940, Japan formed a committee on reorganizing syllabi of mathematics. After 2 years, 1942, there's a revision on national course study for junior high school students and girl as high school. On to the next phase. Phase 3. Establishment of foundations of Japanese mathematics education, 1950s to 1960s. This phase is about systematic learning. Curriculum consists of mathematics concepts and mathematical thinking. From 1955 to 1960, National Course Study was issued in elementary, junior high school and senior high school, and it is a systematic learning in nature. Second to the last phase. Phase 4, Modernization of Mathematics Education based on international trends. This phase deals with modernization. Curriculum integrated modern mathematics approaches, concepts and content. In 1966, Japan Society on Mathematical Education published The Modernization of Mathematics Education journal. From 1968 to 1970, a modernized national course study was issued in elementary, junior high school and senior high school. Down to the last phase, Phase 5, Development of Mathematics Education suitable for students late 1970s forward. This phase highlights fundamentals or basics. Curriculum stripped of modern mathematics concepts and content that were introduced during the period of modernization. It actively incorporates computer and active learning. It demonstrates greater selectivity of mathematics content and emphasizes mathematical activities of students while expanding the elective learning structure. In 1977 to 1978, the Decollaborated National Course Study in Elementary, Junior High School and Senior High School was issued with fundamentals or basics knowledge. After 11 years, 1989, the National Course Study in Elementary, Junior High School and Senior High School was issued with basis on internationalization, computerization and individualization. From 1998 to 1999, Japan published the National Course Study in Elementary, Junior High School and Senior High School in accordance for Zest for Life. With all the 5 phases, I hope you see how Japan's mathematics curriculum continuously change. Get ready for the next station. Keep safe.
Arriving at Station A, attributing goals in Japanese mathematics curriculum. Japan's main goal of cultivation of mathematical thinking evolved throughout time. The first development of lesson study started by the Japanese became a worldwide phenomena in teaching profession worldwide. This educational practice began in the late 19th century. It is the educational trend perceived as the way teachers progressively strive to improve their teaching methods. This opens up the recent Japanese goals in their mathematics curriculum. The 4 goals are interest, eagerness, attitude, mathematical thinking, expression, processing and knowledge understanding. For Japanese, targeting these goals means acquisition of basic mathematics knowledge and skills, appreciation of the meaning of mathematics and getting enjoyment from mathematics activities. The stations to follow will dive deeper on how Japan put actions to achieve the said goals. Happy traveling!
Warm welcome from the 4th station and the only teacher's corner of this trip. Station Y, your Japanese teacher's at service. The National Course Study embodies curriculum standards and MEXT issues manuals and instructional materials. Part of their role is to revise mathematics textbooks revised 3 times as long as the current national curriculum exists. MEXT only provides an outline or list of topics and every educational institution is blessed with the freedom to organize the information to be taught. In smaller scale, intended curriculum developed by school principals, implemented curriculum controlled by teachers and the achieved curriculum is monitored through students' report cards. In Japan, teachers are responsible in decollaborating mathematics curriculum which is reflected on what they call the annual teaching plan. Here are teachers' roles and strategies during math classes. Hatsuman. Hatsuman is about asking a key question for provoking students' thinking at a particular point in lesson. It is courtesy in the art of questioning. A good question from the teacher would spark mind processes of the students. It is expected to arouse curiosity and push learners to start discovering. Kikan Shido. Kikan Shido is the Japanese term when a teacher is roaming around to instruct students on their desk on solving problems individually. It is where a teacher's instinct coming through by being a good observant. Nereage. Nereage refers to the whole classroom discussion. It is treated as the critical part of teaching mathematics, for it will expose if students learn something or not. It is a must for the students to write their solutions on the board. The teacher is not supposed to choose the best solution but must come up with an integrated idea. The teacher needs to grasp, correct or relate each written solution. Speaking of writing on the board, Japan has a particular term for it. It is known as bansho. Bansho is the effective use of chalkboard. It helps the class to easily compare methods in solving specific problems. Through various processes of solving a problem, the whole class is assigned to come up with their own formulated solution. They need to find the easiest way as possible yet with accuracy. This won't be possible without the supervision of their mathematics teacher. Aside from teaching in educational institutions, Japanese teachers are also teaching in what they call JACF or cram school. This is not about procrastination but a learning support system. In the Philippines, it is called tutorial. More than 40% of elementary school children in the metropolitan Tokyo area and 77.2% of junior high students attend cram schools. The reason why Japanese students attend cram schools is mainly to keep up with school classes. It is their supplementary education outside school premises to meet course standards. I'm so glad to meet you, future educators. Keep working in your aspirations. I hope you got some takeaways from our station. Are you excited on your last station to encounter? Long live everyone. Keep striving.
Good day, lovely guests. This is the last station on your single journey path. I'm hoping I'll give justice on your finale station. Let's get started. According to Hanako Cinema, 2 special features of the mathematics curriculum are improving the curriculum and teaching methods to improve academic abilities, and pose problems to raise the level of mathematical ideas, and switching lessons between whole classroom work and individual work. These 2 are products of the reports by Third International Mathematics and Science Study until it became Trans International Mathematics and Science Study, TIMSS. It reflects how Japanese teachers control their lessons well and the effectiveness of letting students find ways on solving problems. Yoshinori Shimizu shared the pattern of Japanese lessons as structured problem solving, reviewing the previous lesson, presenting problems for the day, students working individually or in groups, discussing solution methods, and highlighting and summarizing the main point. That's all. We are hoping you truly enjoyed your once-in-blue moon trip with us. We can't wait to see you here and be with us during cherry blossom season. Again, this is O. H. Y. O. An exploration in Japan's mathematics curriculum. See you soon.
Japan's mathematics curriculum is mainly based on problem solving that applies critical thinking and application in real life. In this manner, it allows students to have more interest in studying mathematics and discovering its importance. It may root from their historical events and cultural preservation, but their curriculum is data-driven and based on a series of research. They also have ways to deal with the realities of their curriculum, like JACF, who is also called a cram school, that conducts lessons after regular school hours, weekends, and vacations.
JACF helps students obtain knowledge and information as much as possible in the shortest amount of time. Though it may seem to provide poor education because of its focus on rote learning, Japanese students use JACF as supplementary material for the regular school hours. Japanese people are known for having great self-discipline, and it has a huge impact on the outcome of their education, because having a good curriculum and implementing it in a desired way will surely result in a good quality education. Furthermore, the financial capability of Japan as a country also takes them this far. We are happy to share these information with you. Happy learning.
Up to our next trip, future mathematics teachers. Thank you. Goodbye.